come together as we lift up the name of Jesus. If we'll lift up the name of Jesus, what? He will draw all people to himself. Yesterday there was a gentleman, he was from Wired magazine, and these drone shows, there's another whole audience that just likes technology, and he came from San Francisco and he wanted to do an interview, and I sat down with him, and he's in his late 20s, early 30s, and he's originally from Korea. He's there with the magazine in San Francisco. It was his first trip ever to Texas and to Houston, and we sat down, and he was talking to me, and he said, he said, do you realize that Friday night, that crucifixion of Jesus, do you realize that's the largest display of Jesus on a cross in mankind history? He said there's no statue, there's no movie screen, there's no piece of art that ever had Jesus on a cross that large before. And I said, no, I didn't know that. He said, that's like 6 Statue of Liberties on top of each other. He said, but here's the thing. He said, I watched it in the field. And he said, when I looked up into the sky, it felt like I was alone with Jesus. And he said, listen, I don't know who Jesus is. And we talked for like 45 minutes with the technicals, all that kind of stuff. And he just pulled out, he said, hey man, he said, the interview's over. Do you mind telling me more about Jesus? He said, I didn't know what to expect. I'm an immigrant, I'm from Korea. I think people in Texas have a lot of guns. I don't know if I was going to be welcome. And he said, I've never felt so loved. And we spent the next 30 minutes talking about Jesus, and I asked his permission if I could share this, and at the end of it, he said, so Jesus is for everyone. And are you thankful that whatever crowd you're in front of, whatever family member, friend, neighbor, co-worker, with confidence, you can say, Jesus is for everyone. Stephen mentioned the text earlier from